My name's Lauren. I went to school at Minaret Girls Secondary College, so an all-girls public school. I studied the Bachelor of Nutrition and Dietetics at Monash. Throughout school I had a real interest in chemistry, and one of the subjects in particular was food chemistry. I love helping people and I love food, so looking through the course guide it sort of made sense to pair the two together and enter into that course. So at the moment I'm working at Peter MacCallum, the cancer hospital, as a clinical dietitian. Look, a dietitian does a range of different things. Where I'm working in a clinical setting, so in a hospital, we work to make sure that people are following appropriate diets for the medical conditions that they have. So for someone with cancer who's perhaps at risk of malnutrition or who's unable to eat and drink enough because of their treatments and side effects, we're really important to ensure that they're able to tolerate their treatment and maintain their nutritional status. So I spend a lot of time with patients, both at the bedside but also outpatients who are coming in for their treatment daily or every month or so for chemo and radiotherapy. A lot of the time patients who have severe side effects from treatments need artificial nutrition support, and what that means is providing nutrition through feeding tubes and directly into their veins, just like you would IV therapy or IV fluids. So the difference between a nutritionist and a dietitian can be a little bit difficult to explain. They do seem quite similar terms. A nutritionist doesn't necessarily have the university qualifications that allows them to provide dietary advice to an individual. So they can't practice in a hospital and they can't provide advice to an individual person. A dietitian, on the other hand, has done adequate study and has been recognised as an expert in food and nutrition, which means that they can practice in hospitals alongside medical and allied health staff and provide one-on-one dietary advice. Look, there's many opportunities in terms of work potential for a dietitian, anywhere from being a sports dietitian to working in a hospital, working in the community, working with children and pregnant and breastfeeding women, also working with food industry. So companies like Nestle and Kraft often have dietitians involved in the development of their food products and making sure that their marketing and everything is as strong as possible. Look, I love interacting with people, so I think the one-on-one patient care that we're able to provide is the most interesting thing for me. I really enjoy the science behind food and how it interacts with medical management, diseases and interactions with medications and treatments as well. So I find that all that intricate detail quite fun. I think making sure that you're reading the unit guide and making sure you're aware of the prerequisite courses and making sure you're interested in those, because I think this is a course that's very interesting and a wonderful experience, but it is challenging and you need to have a real passion for it. Yeah, I think chemistry is something that you need to be quite strong at. Maths is important, perhaps not so much so, but I would say biology, chemistry and even psychology, if you've got an interest in that, would be of much benefit. That's hard, but I think one of the best bits of advice that I've been given is that if you try your best at everything you do, then you'll never have any regrets. And I think that's really true, because so long as you've put in your best effort, you can never regret what you've done. Yeah, look, there's great things that happen every day, and even smaller things can really make you smile. But one thing that's pretty cool that's happened recently is I've organised what we call a guest chef event. So we've got George Columbaris from MasterChef coming in next week to cook up a storm for the patients, which I think will be pretty exciting. Not only for me, I might get a bit excited, but for the patients as well. It should make a big difference in their day and hopefully their outlook on food as well. Look, I think there's a real opportunity in dietetics to make a big difference in people's lives, whether it's for improving their disease or their condition, but making them happier, improving their quality of life. So having grateful patients who are, understand the improvements that you've made for them and leave with a smile on their face is just so rewarding.